Eunice, I want my baby down with me. Stella!
I get emails all the time from people asking me, how do you get involved in producing? And I know how difficult it is to break in. Did you find it difficult?
Well, I took off and ran to Coliseum Books, which is non-existent now,
Oh
on
my God, I
57th and
remember.
Broadway.
Yeah, yeah.
I bought every book on producing. And then I kept seeing this name, Donald Farber. And I said, what the heck? He's over at Park Avenue. Let me just give him a call. And he became our de facto mentor. We met with Don, and he was our attorney until he passed away a few years ago at the age of
Wow.
93.
Wow.
But we didn't, we were very fortunate through his guidance. And so we chose Nina Lannon to be our general manager.
Mm-hmm.
And it was Nina Lannon who made things so smooth. It was like that steamroller
Yeah.
that smooths the path before you. But as far as any pushback, as far as race is concerned, I never felt it if it did exist. Jerry Schoenfeld embraced us, gave us the Broadhurst Theater, where we landed both Cat as well as Streetcar. I didn't feel it from that perspective.
Until we walked backstage.
What happened?
Well, I mean, we could see that there was an opportunity to diversify the staff,
Oh yeah. Yeah.
the crew. We walked into the first advertising meeting and
All white.
saw the opportunity there.
And to this day, I think that it exists. I think there's been a seismic change. At least people recognize it.
Right.
It came at a very terrible time.
Yes. Yes. But I think people are really going out of their way now to try to make a difference and look and be inclusive. We won't get into this whole year of being a terrible time. I'm not talking politics. Get away from that. Okay.
We got rid of one pandemic.
Yes.
November 6th.
And tell me about what you're doing now with Columbia University.
We've been guest lecturing there for about 5 years or so. And so we noticed that there were never any African American or BIPOC people that had been chosen as fellows, per se. So we decided to take the initiative. It was an initiative that Alia had thought of.
So the program is designed for someone who's an emerging producer to really have the doors opened to Broadway. It's having those relationships. It's understanding the sizably different budget that you're dealing with and how to manage all of those departments that are bringing the show together. So we're excited to launch that program in the fall of this year. Definitely a step forward from how we came into the industry.
Going back to also how you're trying to include people, tell me about the 10,000 Girl campaign.
We launched the 10,000 Girls campaign as a part of our Eclipsed production, which we felt like it was an opportunity to really expose a group of young women who had not otherwise been able to see a Broadway show to this production in particular, because it was an all-female production with an all-female cast, female director, female playwright. We celebrated that.
All Black, yes.
And all Black. And so we celebrated with this campaign to have 10,000 girls come see the show. One of the great stories was the first night of the campaign. We hosted a group of about 80 young women from homeless shelters around New York City. And they could relate to the women on stage. And if you're unfamiliar with Eclipsed was a play about women that were captives of a commander general during the Liberian Civil War. So they were basically slaves of this commander general. The young women who came that night could identify with the stories. They could identify with the hardships that these women faced in a way that was really moving for us, to see and for them to embrace the live theater experience was magical as well.